A very good morning to all my students here. Students, I hope all of you are fine at your homes. So be precautious and be safe from coronavirus. Take care of yourself as well as your family members. So in our last video, we did the introduction as well as the rules of reported speech, right? We also did many examples related to that topic. So in this video, we will continue with the same topic, reported speech. Let's move on further. Reporting clause and reported speech. Here is an example. Sohan told Mohan that he was going to school. The words which generally come before the inverted commas are called the reporting clause. Right? Here, Sohan said to Mohan, and the verb said is called the reporting verb. Right? And the words spoken by Sohan and put within inverted commas are called the reported speech. Okay, let's move on further. Rules for changing direct speech into indirect speech. In the indirect speech, no inverted commas are used. Second point, the conjunctions that, if, whether are generally used after the reporting verb. Right? Next point is the first word of the reported speech begins with a capital letter. Another point, the tense of the reporting verb is never changed. Next, the reporting verb changes according to sense. It may be told, asked, inquired, means we have to move as per the reporting verb, right? We have to move as per its sense, what has been asked or what has been said in the sentence. Next, we have rules for the change of pronouns. Firstly, the first person pronouns, for example, I, me, my, we, us, our, in the reported speech change according to the subject of the reporting verb. Next point is the pronouns of the second person like you, your, yourself in the reported speech change according to the subject of the reporting verb, right? The pronouns of the third person do not change. Firstly, we did that first person pronoun in the reported speech change according to the subject of the reporting verb. Next, second person of the pronoun will change according to the object of the reporting verb. And the third person of the pronoun will not change. For example, we have, he said, I like the book. In the indirect speech, we are going to change it. He said that he liked the book. Next is, he said to me, do you like the book? Then we will say in indirect, he asked me if I liked the book. Okay, let's move on further. How we are going to change the tenses when we are going to convert direct to indirect speech? How we are going to change the tenses in that? Change in tenses. If the reporting verb is in the present or the future tense, the tense of the reported speech is not changed. Note this point. For example, we have Satish says, I am flying a kite. Satish says that he is flying a kite. Here we haven't changed the tense because it is in the present tense. Right? Reporting verb says is in the present tense. That's why we are not changing the tense of the indirect speech. Next is Satish will say, I want a glass of milk. Indirect speech, Satish will say that he wants a glass of milk. So, as per the reporting verb is in the future tense, so we will not change the tense of the indirect speech. It will remain the same. Next point is, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, then the tense of the reported speech will change as follows. You can see here for direct speech and indirect speech. Right? For direct speech, simple tense changes into simple past. Write, wrote. Present progressive, am, is, are, writing will changes into past progressive. Was or were writing. Present perfect, has written will change into past perfect, had written. Simple past, wrote will change into past perfect, had written. Past progressive, was, were, writing changes into past perfect progressive, had been writing. So I hope these things, these conversions are clear to you, and how we are going to change the tenses in the reported speech is going to be as per these rules. Okay, let's move on further. If the direct speech expresses a historical fact, universal truth, or a habitual fact, then the tense of the direct speech will not change. It will remain the same. Okay? Like, he said honesty is the best policy. So, indirect will be, he said that honesty is the best policy. It is the same. No changes there. Next example, he said the sun rises in the east. Indirect, he said that sun rises in the east. Right? So it will remain the same. Another example, Rakesh said, I am an early riser. Indirect will be, Rakesh said that he is an early riser. Okay? So next example, if we are going to say that we have, she said God is omnipresent. So indirect will be, she said that God is omnipresent. Direct sentence, the teacher said the First World War started in 1914. So this is a historical fact. For indirect speech, it will remain the same. The teacher said that the First World War started in 1914. So I hope these rules, these things are clear to you. Let's move on further. Now we have the rules for the change of pronouns, tenses, etc. We have direct sentence here. Ramu said, I saw a lion in the forest. Okay. Then what will be the indirect? It will be, Ramu said that he had seen a lion in the forest. Direct, Satish said to me, I am very happy here. Indirect will be, Satish told me that he was very happy here. Okay. Then another example, he said, I can do this work. Indirect will be, he said that he could do that work. Right? We are changing into past. Okay. Now another example is, Renu said to me, I was washing the clothes. Indirect will be, Renu told me that she had been washing the clothes. Okay. Rules for the change of interrogative means question sentences. How we are going to change it into indirect? The reporting verb say is changed into ask or inquire. The interrogative sentence is changed into a statement by placing the subject before the verb, and the full stop is put at the end of the sentence. If the interrogative sentence has a WH word like who, when, where, how, why, etc., the WH word is repeated in the sentence, but here it serves as a conjunction. Okay? Same word will come here, but it will serve as a conjunction in indirect speech. If the interrogative sentence is a yes no answer type question with auxiliary verbs am, are, was, were, do, did, have, shall, etc., then if or whether is used as a conjunction. I hope these things are clear to you. If we will talk about exclamation and wishes, how we are going to convert it into indirect speech? Sometimes exclamatory sentences contain exclamations like hurrah, alas, oh, heavens. bravo, etc. Such exclamatory words are removed in the indirect speech and we use exclaimed with sorrow, exclaimed with joy, exclaimed with surprise, like that. We will not write the exact word for that exclamation instead of said, right? So examples are here. In direct speech, we will say, Rohan said, "Hurrah, we won the match." For indirect, it will be, Rohan exclaimed with joy that he had won the match. Right? For direct speech, Rima said, "Alas, Karina's mother is suffering from cancer." So indirect speech will be, Rina exclaimed with sorrow that Karina's mother was suffering from cancer. Okay? Another example is, the captain said to Kapil, "Bravo, you scored 89 runs." For indirect speech, it will be, the captain exclaimed with praise that he, means Kapil, had scored 89 runs. So you can see that we will not use the same exclamation word for indirect speech, right? We will convert it into like exclaimed with praise, exclaimed with sorrow, like that. Okay? Now look at these sentences. For direct speech, we have, Mother said, "May God bless you." Indirect speech will be, my mother prayed to God for my well being. So you are going to convert it like that. Another example, she said, "May God save the country." Indirect speech will be, she prayed to God to save the country. Third example, they said to the king, "Long live." Indirect will be, they blessed the king for his long life. So I hope by these examples, by these things, the concept is being clear to you and you have understood the exact concept as well as the rules of reported speech. So till then, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching the video.